Christmas Eve, it's Christmas Eve. The presents are wrapped down there under the tree. It's Christmas Eve, it's Christmas Eve, it's Christmas Eve, it's Christmas Eve. I'll never get to sleep tonight. Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we'll be reading Barry Loser. I'm still not a loser. And this is the end of it. Because of our Christmas holiday. We won't be reading much Barry Loser books. We'll be reading Christmas books, and yeah. So let's start. So this is the last Barry Loser. Like Barry Loser and Anton Mildew, Gordon Smuggley and Bunky to come up here, please. Then Mr. Hobbit, and we all went up the stage. Anton wished Rington Viz to stay in his seat and keep his mouth shut. For the purpose of this experiment, I'm going to ask each and one of you children to scream, said Mr. Hoppage. He tapped me on the shoulder. Barry, you first. Barry first. What a surprise, said Tracy Booker and Danny Sarah. All started giggling, not that it bothered me, because Gordon was about to be found. I screamed, and everyone in the whole assembly all cracked up, Mr. Hobbage not included. Plastic leaves. My snorkel didn't last for long, though, because after that, with the most ridiculous thing in the history of the universe happened. Mr. Hobbit decided that my scream still one he had heard on Halloween night, so everyone get out of this trouble, part of me. It's cool being friends with Von Keegan, mostly because I can stay kid, but also because I've forgotten how much we fun have together, like yesterday, which is my new old favourite day when we went to Fico supermarket. Can I play Oodle? Barry and Bunky Anton asked his mum, and I rolled my eyes to Bunky about him saying Oodle. Oodle, shouted Allerton, running after me, with both of them blowing off excitement. I rolled my eyes to a whistle doing the quadruple reverse twizzle salute, which is me, you know, when you kill like me. The end, everyone. I hope you enjoyed me reading Barry Loser. If you did, remember to smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and yeah. Now we're going to be reading a different book. So, yeah. The Lorax. Let's start. The Lorax. At the far end of town, where the greco grass grows, and the wild smells slow, when sour it blows, and no birds ever sing, except old crows, in the street of the lifted Lorax. And deep in the greco grass, some people say, if you look deep enough, you can still see today, where the Lorax once stood, just as long as it could, before somebody lifted the Lorax away. What was the Lorax, and why was it there? And why was it lifted and taken somewhere? From the far end of the town, where the greco grass grows. The old onceler still lives here, ask him, he knows. You won't see the onceler, don't knock at his door. He stays in his lurking on top of his store. He lurks in his lurking, cold under the roof, where he makes his own clothes out of lifted move. And on a special dank in the midnight in August he peeks, on the shutters of sometimes he speaks, and tells the Lorax was lifted away. He won't tell you, perhaps if you're willing to play. On the end of his rope he lets down a tin pail. You have to toss him 15 pence and a nail, the shell of a great-great-great-grandfather snail. Then he pulls up the pail and makes a most careful count to see if you paid him the proper amount. Then he hides what you've paid him into his snuff, his secret strange heart in his gravyless glove. Then he grunts, I will call you by whisper, Maripoon, for the secrets I tell you, for your ears are alone. Laugh! Sounds the slut with a mist on the phone. To your ear, and the old monster's whispers are not very clear, since they have to come down the through Snelly house, and he sounds as if had small bees up his nose. Now I tell you, he said, with his teeth sounding grey, how the Lorax got lifted and taken away. It all started way back, such a long, long time back. Way back in the days when the grass was still green, and the pond was still wet, and the clouds were still clean, and the song of swimmy swans rang out in space. One morning I came to this glorious place, and first I saw trees, the Trefila trees, with brightly colourful tufts of the Trefila trees, mile after the mile in the fresh morning breeze. And under the trees I saw brown Baloots, frisking around in their blue suits, as they played in the shade and ate Trefila fruits. From the rippleless ponds came the comfortable sound, the humming fish humming while splashing around. But those trees, those Trefila trees, all my life I've been searching for trees such as these. The touch of their tufts were so much softer than silk, and they had sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk. I felt in a great leaping of joy in my heart. I knew what to do. I unloaded my cart. In no time at all, I had built a small shop. Then I chopped down the Trefila tree with one chop, and a great skillful skill with a tiger's speed. I took the soft trap and I knitted a fneed. The instant I finished, I heard a gazump. I looked and I saw something pop out of the stump of the tree. I chopped down the sort of a man, describe him. That's hard, I don't know if I can. He was shortest and oldest and brownish and mossy. He spoke with a voice that was so sharp and fussy. Mister, he said with a sawdusty sneeze, I'm the Lorax I speak, for the Trefila trees. The trees will no longer have tongue, and I'm asking you, sir, at the top of my lungs. He was very upset as he shouted and puffed. What's that thing you made out of my Trefila tart? Look, Lorax, I said there's no cause for alarm. I just chopped one tree and I'm doing no harm. I'm being quite useful. This thing is a need. It's a fine something that all people need. It's a shirt, it's a sock, it's a glove, it's a hat. But that other uses that far beyond that. You can use it for covers, for pillows, for sheets, or curtains, or covers, or bicycle seats. The Lorax said, Sir, are you crazy with greed? There's no one on earth who would buy that for need. But the very mixture he proved I was wrong, for that minute Chip came along and he thought of me that I had knit and was great. He happily bought it for 99.8. I laughed at the Lorax, you poor stupid guy. You can never tell what some people will buy. I repeat, cried the Lorax, I speak for the trees. I'm busy, I told him, shut up if you please. I rushed across the room and no time at all. I built a radio phone and in a quick call, I called my brothers and uncles and my aunts and I said, listen here, there's a wonderful chance for the whole Wanderer family to get rich. Get over here fast, take the road to North Nick, turn left out of Week and shop right at South Stitch. And no time at all, the factory I built, the whole Wanderer family was working with full tilt. We're just knitting with needs and by as beat to Sanders with dropping of Trefila trees. But next week he knocked on my new office door. He snapped under the Lorax's beats for the tree, which he seemed to be chopping as fast as he pleased. But I'm also in charge of the Baloots, who played in the shade of the bamboo suits. He lived happily eating their Trefila fruit. Now, thanks to your hacking my trees to the ground, there's not enough food for the Baloots are getting all the crummies because they have gas and no food in their tummy. They love living here, but I can't let them stay. They'll have to find food, and I hope that they may. Good luck, boys, he cried and sent them away. I, the once, I felt so sad, but I watched them all go. But this business and business must even grow, regardless of crummies and tummies, you know. I meant no harm, but I mostly truly did not. But I had to go bigger, so bigger I got. I biggered my factory, I biggered my roads, I biggered my wagons, I biggered the load of the fleas I shipped. That was to shipping them north, to the south, to the east, to the west of the north. I went on beginning selling more fleas. I biggered my money, which everyone needs. Then again, he came back. I was fixing some pipes when the old new to Lorax came back with more gripes. Under Lorax, he coughed and whined. He sneezed. I snuffled with nothing. I snuffled. He sniffed. Once, like he cried with a cruffy croak. Once, you're making such snuggless smoke. My poor sweet sounds, why can't they sing a note? No one can sing. They have smog in their throat. And so said the Lorax, please pardon my cough. They cannot live here, so I'm sending them off. Where will they go? I don't hopefully know. They may have to fly for a multiple year to escape from the smog you've snuggled around here. What's more, snapped the Lorax, his danger was up. Let me say a few words about Gluppity Glup. Your machine chugs on a day with a night without stop, making Gluppy Glup as such stroppity shop. And what do you think with this leftover goo? I'll show you dirty old once-a-man you. You're glumping the pond where the humming fish hummed. No more can they hum. Their gills are all gums. So I'm sending them off by their futures dairy. They'll walk on fins and get waffly wary. In sins of the water isn't so smerry. I hear things are just bad in Lake Erie. And I got them mad. I got them terribly mad. I yelled at the Lorax, now listen here, Dad. All you do is yap yap and say bad, bad, bad. Well, I have my rights, sir, I'm telling you, and I intend on your doing what just you do. And for your information, you Lorax, I'm figuring on biggering and biggering and biggering and biggering, turning more traffilatry into fleas, which everyone needs. And that moment, we heard a loud whack from outside in the field and snickety snack of an axe on a tree. Then we heard the tree fall, the very last traveling tree of them all. No more trees, no more fleas, no more work to be done. So in time, my uncles and aunts and everyone who waved me goodbye. They jumped into my cars and drove away under the smoky stars. Now all that was left was the neat bad-smelling sky, was my big empty factory, the Lorax and I. The Lorax said nothing. I just gave me a glance. They gave me a very sad backwards glance as he lifted himself by the seat of his pants, and I'll never forget the grim look on his face when he hoisted himself to Cleaver's display with a hole through the smog without leaving a trace. And all that the Lorax left in this mess was a small pile of rock with the once word unless. Whatever that meant, I just couldn't guess. That was long, long ago, but since that day, I've sat here and worried away. Through the years, while my buildings have fallen apart, I've worried about it with all of my heart. But now, says the monster, now that you're here, the word of Lorax seems perfectly clear. Unless someone like you cares for an awful lot, no one's going to get better. It's not. So, catch, calls the monster. He lets something fall. It's a Trefilus seed. You're the last one of all. You're in charge of the last Trefilus seed, and Trefilus trees are what everyone needs. Plant a new Trefilus, create it with care, give it clean water and feed it fresh air. Grow forest, protect it from axes that hat. Then the Lorax and may come back. Okay, everyone, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and bye! Merry Christmas!